The so-called Arabs and the so-called Africans.
Bring it up.
They all agreed together. Read.
And choose none of his way.
We're not supposed to choose their holidays. We're not supposed to choose the way they dress.
That's right.
We're not supposed to choose their hair color.
Right.
We're not supposed to marry their women.
Right.
We're not supposed to marry their men.
Right.
All right? We're not supposed to eat the foods that they eat.
Right.
Because we're biologically different. All right? God told us, he gave us rules on how to eat and how not to eat. But guess what? We don't listen to God. A lot of our people down there, as he was bringing out in Africa, are the Israelites.
Right,
all right,
right.
give me Luke chapter 21. This is what happened. The Romans ran us out of Jerusalem in 70 AD. Y'all heard about their history?
Bring it out.
And we went down into Africa. Let me get the Babylon and Timbuktu too. I want to try to show y'all this real quick before y'all walk off. All right.
He wants Babylon.
Hey, bro, because what do they call us here in America? They call us African Americans, right? But we are the Israelites. That's why we out here teaching our people. All right, and a remnant of our people was still left over there in Africa.
Right.
So a lot of those people that's over in Africa are really Israelites.
Right.
All right, because you got different tribes. You got Bantu tribes over there, right? And you got the Nilotic tribes, right? Those are the different. Some are Hamitic, meaning they came from the Ham, and some are Shemitic, meaning they came from Shem. So it's a difference in the African nations that's over there. All right, and you could tell by the way they treat each other over there.
Bring it out.
The true Africans know who the Israelites are.
Right.
All right, give me that in Luke chapter 21. All right, where Christ prophesied. 21 started verse 20.
The book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 20.
Bring it out.
And when ye shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies.
So Jerusalem compassed with armies. All right, that's a military technique where they surround the whole city, and they don't let no resources in, and they don't let nobody out. All right, so the Jerusalem got compassed.
Then know that the desolation thereof is nigh. Then let them which are in Judea flee to the mountains.
Read that again.
Then know that the desolation thereof is nigh.
The desolation that it's talking about is the desolation that was in Deuteronomy 28, that we was going to have to pay for not keeping God's laws, right? The Israelites, the reason why we suffered all these atrocities is because we did not continue to keep God's laws, all right? We got to keep God's laws. Read.
Bring it out.
Back to Luke 21, real quick.
And when ye shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies.
Jerusalem was surrounded by the Roman army. Read.
Then know that the desolation thereof is nigh. Then let them which are in Judea.
Let those which are in Judea, the map is over there. You can see Jerusalem, Judea. All right. Read. Judea was on the southern end of Israel. Read.
Flee to the mountains.
What mountains did it says flee to the mountains? What were the mountains that the Israelites knew about? Mount Sinai, Mount Nebo, the mountains that was in the wilderness over in Egypt towards Africa. So Christ told us to flee into Africa. He told the Israelites to flee into Africa when the Roman armies start coming against us. Read.
And let them which are in the midst of it depart out.
And anybody who was in the midst of the city, depart out before they have the city fully surrounded. Read.
And let not them that are in the countries enter thereinto.
Why? Because why did we go to the country? Why did we go to Jerusalem? Because 3 times a year we kept the high holy days.
Right.
Read.
For these be the days of vengeance, that all things which are written may be fulfilled.
Things that were written in Deuteronomy 28, things that Moses prophesied against the Israelites, was about to come to pass at this time. That's how the Israelites started spreading out deep into Africa. Let me somebody turn around that map, the sign with the map. Somebody turn around the sign with the map. The sign with the map. Show them that sign. Huh? One more minute. What y'all about to go do? So oh, okay. All right. The baby sick? Huh? So I want y'all know that y'all are Israelites. Does this Does the spirit that's in this Bible resonate? You read the Bible? Y'all read the Bible? Or do y'all believe something different? What God do y'all believe in? You believe, what do y'all believe in a God? Huh? You believe in God? Who is God? Oh, you just learned that this one is God. This is Christ.
That's right.
All right, so read that flyer and give us a call. There's more information that you need to learn. Did he show you the IUIC Rwanda? Y'all showed them the page? Subscribe to that page. So how you doing, Ebony? Subscribe to that page so you can learn. We got a school here. Once you want to come and visit, y'all can come and visit us and learn more. So what you doing today, Ebony?
Jesus,
Oh, you hung up on the Jesus thing, huh? So you believe in Jesus, but you don't really know what he looks like, right?
bring it out.
So let me tell you, he looks like you.
All
right?
Bring it out.
So give me John chapter 8 and verse 32. Because this is what we need. We've been told a lot of lies in society.
Right.
We need to know the truth.
That's right.
Hey, sis, come here. Check it out. Hey, you about to miss this. You need to see this. Where you about to go? They got you working on the Sabbath. All right? You got it?
Yes, sir.
Read. Come over this way.
The book of John, chapter 8, verse 32.
Bring it out.
And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
The truth shall make you free, because we got a lot. We held down by the yoke of lies. All right. So that's what we out here for. You ever seen men out here with the Bible teaching, trying to fix their community? That's what we out here doing.
Right.
All right. So let's get to the true image of Christ. All right. Because we want to worship you sending up your prayers. You sending up your prayers to the same man that destroyed us.
Right.
That's no good. We begging the man who hates us to stop killing us.
See?
To help us out. Like, no, that don't work like that. Read.
Revelation chapter 1, verse 1, right?
Yeah.
The revelation of Jesus Christ.
The revelation means the revealing of. We're going to reveal to you the true Christ. Read.
Which God gave unto him to show unto his servants things which must surely come to pass.
Right. Because he knew. Give me Romans 15 and verse 4 real quick. Why was this Bible written? Take a wild guess why this Bible was written. I'm a
little rusty.
All right, that's all right. That's what we're here for. We're here to build our people up.
Right.
Because we've been learning lies in churches. I don't even think they take Bibles to churches no more. They just get up there and do a motivational speech.
See?
Read.
Romans chapter 15 and verse 4.
Bring it out.
For whatsoever things were written aforetime
This Bible, what's written in this Bible was written aforetime in the past. Read.
were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope.
Because the Lord knew we was going to be catching hell in these last days.
Right.
So he left these words right here to give us comfort in these last days.
That's right.
He left these words for us preachers that he woke up and he put it on our spirit to come out here and preach these words that's in this Bible. We ain't giving you our opinion, we giving you this right here.
Right.
Right? Go back to Revelations. Read.
Revelation chapter 1 and verse 14.
Bring it out.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
Let's play a game. Process of elimination. Who got the white woolly hair? Huh? The Jewish people? They got woolly hair? Read it again.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
So I'm looking at the two pictures, and it looks like who got the woolly hair, sis? Look at the two pictures.
Straight up.
There you go.
The one that looks like you.
That's right.
Bring it
Because
out.
when you examine, if you read one of the older dictionaries and read the definition of the word wool, it literally says hair of the Negroes. He about to pull that up. Read that again. His hair, his head.
His head
So the hair on his head
and his hairs
and the hairs on his face, his facial hairs. Read.
were white like wool.
They were white and woolly. Let's get that definition real quick. Read this real quick. It's the definition of wool.
Definition of wool: the soft, curled.
What year was that written?
1894. The soft, curled hair of sheep and other animals, closely curled hair of Negroes.
Of who?
Negroes.
So his head and his hairs were white like wool. He had wool hair like Negroes.
That's
Is there
right.
another definition on there? One in 1919. Read.
The soft, fine, curly hair which covers sheep, goats, etc. Thick, crispy, curly hair as of a Negro.
As of a Negro. Guess what? Give me a definition of today. I bet you they took that out of there. I bet you they don't say that now. Huh? Hold on. Let me get you Christ. There's no different. The Old Testament and the New Testament is just a new covenant that was established for the Israelites because the Israelites, they went off into slavery.
Bring it out.
All right? So a lot of them didn't know who they were. All right? And it was the old way where the Israelites did things was about to change. Instead of doing sacrifice, it went to the belief in Christ.
Right.
So that's the only thing, but it was still about the Israelites. All right? Here's a new definition. Let's see if they left hair of the Negro. Let's see if they left those clues there. Or did they get crafty and start changing words up? Read.
Definition of wool. The fine, soft, curly, or wavy hair forming the coat of a sheep, goat, or similar animal, especially when shorn and prepared for use in making cloth or yarn.
Anything about Negroes in there?
No.
See, your enemy changed his words up so it don't match up with what this
Bring
Bible
it
says.
up.
So we can't put two and two together.
See?
All right? That's how crafty our enemy is.
That's
all
right.
So let's read
it up.
on.
Revelation chapter 1 verse 14.
Bring it up.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
Woolly like the hair of the Negroes,
That's
like your
right.
hair. And our sisters cover their hair up. They got hair like God.
That's right.
And they cover it up with hair that look like so-called white folks,
Bring it
so-called
out.
East Indian folks. We got to start back loving ourselves again.
Right.
sis.
Right.
Read.
As white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire.
Why? Why was his eyes as a flame of fire? Was he shooting laser beams?
See?
What was Christ known for drinking? Blood. Oh no, that's against that's wine. Wine. All right. That's why when you drink wine, the whites of your eyes they get red. Read.
That's right.
Verse 15, and his feet like unto fine brass.
His feet unto fine brass. All right, and he's describing his feet because he paid obeisance to it. He worshipped. He recognized who this was. His feet was like fine brass. What color is brass? It's a brown. It's
Brown.
brown. Everybody don't know that. Some people know it's brown metal. So his feet was brown. Read.
As if they burned in a furnace.
So not only was they brown, but if you burn anything in the furnace, what color does it turn? It turns
That's
black.
right.
So his feet was brown as if they burned in the furnace. Read.
And his voice as the sound of many waters.
And he spoke loud. So if that's what the Bible describes Christ as, why was this given to us?
Bring it up. Bring it up.
Why do you think they did this? Why do you think they gave us this? Just think, you own the slave plantation and you got 300 big bucks and you got a staff of 13 people. What do you need to do to their minds? How do we need them to look at us if we want to control all 300 of these bucks? Because really they kill us if they was in their right mind, but they got to see us as God.
Right.
And to this day, our people still see these people as God.
Bring it out.
When you look in the mirror, you resemble God.
Right.
You got his hair texture.
That's
You got
right.
his hair color.
That's right.
But see, we believe this is God. That's why we fight one another. That's why we shoot one another. That's why we lay down with a sister, get her pregnant, and say, oh, the hell with her, I'm going to go and get me another sister.
Bring it up.
And leave her as a baby mama instead of making her a wife. We don't see Christ in one another because we've been taught lies.
That's
All
right.
right? So we got to come back to keeping God's laws.
Right.
Give me Proverbs 3 and verse 31, because what this image has done, it has also made us follow the people that hate us. All right? So give me this. We're not supposed to follow nobody else. You know what? If we need to do something, how we dress, how we eat, how we treat each other, it's supposed to come out this Bible because this Bible belongs to us. So
That's
read.
right.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 3 and verse 31.
Bring it
Listen
up.
to this, sis.
Envy thou not The oppressor.
Who is our oppressor? Our oppressor is right here.
That's right.
That's who oppressed us. That's who did all these things to us. We're not just making this up. And it's not just the so-called white man. The Arabs, the so-called Africans, they all had they all put a hand in our destruction. Before we were sold to the white man, guess who had us? The so-called Arabs and the so-called Africans.
Bring it up.
They all agreed together. Read.
And choose none of his way.
We're not supposed to choose their holidays. We're not supposed to choose the way they dress.
That's right.
We're not supposed to choose their hair color.
Right.
We're not supposed to marry their women.
Right.
We're not supposed to marry their men.
Right.
All right? We're not supposed to eat the foods that they eat.
Right.
Because we're biologically different. All right? God told us, he gave us rules on how to eat and how not to eat. But guess what? We don't listen to God. That's why we're sick. That's why we diabetes, high blood pressure. That's why we AIDS, gonorrhea, syphilis.
Right.
That's why our neighborhood got trash all over it. And you ride down the block, it's houses that look like missiles dropped in the top of them. That's why we destroy it as a people.
Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is